I think everyone thinks that the United States is going to go into a not a depression, but go into a recession. And I think what people don't realize is we went into a recession in 22. We're out of the recession. Everyone all of the rest of the world's still in a recession.
Yeah.
They're either going into a recession or in a recession, trying to come out of it. The reason I think the United States is going to go into a recession, it already secretly did. The White House changed how we which was one of the biggest bullshit I've ever.
That made me so mad. I got on stream. I was legitimately mad. I was like, they literally just pulled a rabbit out the hat like today, and they're like, oh, we're gonna change the definition of recession. Like, it's no longer 2/4 of negative GDP. It's like, it doesn't matter no more. I'm like, wow.
Can you imagine if Trump did that? They would never let him live down. That would be that's what I'm talking about. They never imagine. Oh my god, they would have had they would be flaming Trump forever on this, and it's not even talked about anymore. Like outside of me, you, and a couple of guys who are paying attention, or some guys in TradFi, almost nobody knows that even happened.
Yeah,
they even changed the definition of the CPI. It went from a 2-year average to a 1-year average.
Yeah. That changes things. They manipulate the number. Like all this stuff is fugazi. Like if you don't know that by now, it's like all of it is like smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, it's really pathetic that they do that shit. I mean, how do you change? Like, I mean, I get like if it was kind of broken for a long time, they were like, okay, yeah, it makes sense, right? But like, why? I mean, why? If all right, so even if you have a broken scale, if you weigh yourself every day on a broken scale, you still can track trends if you're losing weight. Like, let's just say my scale makes me 20 pounds lighter than I am, but if I'm actually seeing I'm losing like half a pound a week or a pound a week still, which you shouldn't be tracking by pounds, but you know what I mean. But still, if you're losing like half a pound a week, the trend is you're losing weight. But they now literally changed that now just to, I mean, it still can check the trend whether we're going up or down, but they did it obviously to hide something and kind of mask it and stuff. And I think I can't believe the Fed and the government have basically, they pulled off a soft landing. They did, right? And which I believe that they would as well. Cause people were asking me like this when like everything's the interest rate hikes were still happening. Miguel, do you think we're going to go for a hard landing or a soft landing? And like, we pulled off a soft landing, which is good, but they had to do so much, kind of diabolical sort of things to make it happen.
Yeah. I mean, there's always something going on in the background, but Jerome Powell, like a lot of people give him a lot of flack, man. I'm just like, hey, he's just a character doing this. Like they're all okay. This is the way I know that the system, like there's a comment where like the financial system is an illusion. All of it is an illusion. But just like the fact that like these, like, he always has to give like when they ask him like a very direct question, he says, "Oh, the Fed cannot comment on this." This is like, no, I'm not asking that. I'm asking you, and he has to read from the script. Yep. And so like the simple fact that you can't even give like your true personal opinion lets me even know it's just like I can't trust anything you say. But that's not just him. That's all. Like they have to read from a script like as if they're in the play. And this is like. Yeah, these are the people that we're trusting to try to lead us to financial freedom. Like, yeah, no, that ain't gonna happen.
One of my favorite things I've seen for Jerome Powell is that sometimes people just randomly find him at a restaurant. Like think about like a Buffalo Wild Wings. Imagine like he's kind of like, or not, I guess like a Buffalo Wild Wings mixed in with like an Irish pub. You know how they have like these kind of like weird like hybrid pub things or like that sort of stuff, like a BJ.
Getting the mango habanero.
Yeah, but like he's like in a British sense and stuff. And then there's literally like tons of videos of him, like people just walk into a restaurant. He's like, "Is that Jerome Powell eating clam chowder?" Like a whole fucking bar top. I would fucking be like, I literally thought like, can you imagine? I just like one day I just randomly go into one of these bar places and there's Jerome Powell and I'm like, you could literally just come up to Jerome Powell eating clam chowder. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Like he says one bad word and the fucking like world shudders. Like he has a ton of power. Like he could just say like something like that, and then like I mean, but I will say this: I do, even though like all this. I mean the Federal. I'm not a fan of the Federal Reserve. Like, oh my god, right? But like he is the most straight. He is the most, at least in my like. While I have been like cognizant, he's been the most straightforward out of all the Fed governors. Like I didn't like because I was too young to really understand and stuff. But like the one I first like when I was 18 years old plus, was Ben Bernanke, but Ben Bernanke was doing all kinds of crazy stuff that hadn't been done before with quantitative easing. Well, I guess quantitative easing was done a little bit with Japan, but like he really put it on a grand scale, basically.
Yeah, nah, for sure. I mean, yeah, during that time, well, Japan was doing the yield control. So
yeah. Well, I think they went negative interest rates. I mean, thank God we never went negative interest rates here in the States. But like Japan just barely left negative interest rates for the first time in like I forget how 10 years, 15 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Crazy.